Hello soul searchers, and welcome back to my channel where we use tarot to gain better insight into ourselves and the world around us. So not too long ago, but long enough ago, y'all, what is this critter? Bro, why are you like this? Why can I never just come outside? Holy shit, is this still out here? Please don't be in my hair. I'm not even kidding, y'all. I can't pay the bugs to do this. Like, they just do this. Every time I get comfortable, I think I'm gonna record, they be like, no, attack. Like, stop it. I'm really nice, okay? I'm actually quite kind. If we can all just keep to ourselves, keep in our space, that would be great. Okay. What was I even saying, brother? Oh, not too long ago, but long enough ago, I did a video about an insight that Spirit gave me regarding the Seven of Pentacles and Ace of Pentacles and how those two energies kind of interact, coincide, align in my life. And the basic message was that, in short, in summation, the message was that I could either get new things and then have to put in work with those new things in order to see the money return to me, or I could use what I already have, put energy into those things in some sort of way, and in that way create a new life. I will link that video up here somewhere if you are curious and you want to watch it in more detail. But ever since I got that message, I have gotten a fire lit under my ass, and there will be more videos coming about how I'm just trying to make space, because in my mind, if I have more things, then it's just delaying my new timeline, my new lifestyle, okay? And I'm tired of the delays. I'm tired of it. So I don't know what I'm gonna call this series. Maybe like from sevens to aces. I say all of that to say that part of where that message has led me is into kind of like project pan territory, where I'm trying to go through all my makeup. Y'all, I have so much makeup, and so I've been like actively looking at different ways to use products a little faster, and that led me to this video, which will basically be my top 5 ways to look. I gotta get my notes out. What am I calling this? My top 5 ways to repurpose and finish makeup products. So if you are a beauty junkie, maybe an ex-beauty junkie, maybe you're project panning, or maybe you just here for entertainment, stay tuned, because I will be walking through the 5 ways that I have found to be really helpful in using more of my products. Let's get into it. Number 5. I don't really know how to put this one, because this one kind of shows up in multiple ways, but basically, take your trash products and combine them. Let's just say, for example, you have products that aren't your exact shade. I'll include the footage, because I actually did a 7 of Swords makeup look where I did this not too long ago, and it's basically like I had a concealer that was too light, so I underpainted with that concealer. When you underpaint, you basically do concealer or concealer and or contour first, and then you put your foundation on top of that, as opposed to doing the reverse, which is the more traditional way of doing makeup. And it basically kind of creates a more natural base, but it's a really good technique if you have complexion products that aren't your actual shade. If you have a foundation that's a little too dark, you would want to use some sort of moisturizer to like sheer it out. It won't be as full coverage. It'll probably be more like a skin tint at that point, depending on the thickness of the foundation. But you then are still getting some use out of it. You don't have to completely throw it away. And then it hopefully doesn't look too different from your own natural complexion. Now, if it's multiple shades darker or multiple shades lighter, you might just have to give that away or give it back to God. I don't know. But this is for products that are just like a hair too light, a hair too dark. They're just a little not right. So that's one way where this can show up for me. Besides the underpainting thing, is these two glosses. These two glosses, this is like a watermelon lip mask that I got off of Amazon. Really cute packaging, but you could tell that the ingredients are cheap. They're not nourishing to my lips at all. This is a Sephora Outrageous Intense lip plumper. I don't usually buy lip plumper, but I did this time because I just wanted to see if I would like it. On its own, I do not, but if I put this on first and then put this on top, the intense plumping ingredients aren't as harsh, and because I really like both of these together, it allows me to get through both products a little faster than I would otherwise. Honestly, if it weren't for this, I probably would have just thrown this away, which would have been a waste. So yeah, that's what I mean. Take your trash products and combine them. I don't know why it's so effective, but it's like, I guess it's like a double negative, you know? 2 wrongs equal a right in this case. 2 bads equal a good. I don't know. Makeup math is just a little different. Do I have any other examples of that? Let me see. Okay. And I didn't even say it at the beginning, but I'm going in order from my least favorite to my favorite technique. Least favorite doesn't mean it's bad, it's just not like the most unique one, I don't think. And then my most favorite is one that I find to be a bit more unique, and I don't hear a lot of people talking about it. Maybe people do, I just don't hear about it. So in any case, number 4, use cream products everywhere. Lipsticks is blush, blush is eye base, cream shadow is lipstick. Just use them everywhere. Now there are caveats to this. I want to say that products that are good for your eyes are okay to put on your lips, but everything that you put on your lips can't necessarily be put on your eyes. I want to say that's how that goes. Me personally, because it's all my collection, I put stuff wherever I want to put it. I will say though, if I'm using a lip product on my eyes, I will at least spray it with 91% alcohol first, just because like eyes are sensitive, lips, you know, they have food. I be kissing my honey sometimes, so like I just got to make sure that what I'm putting on my eyes is as clean as possible. So if I am doing that, I do sanitize it, but generally if it's cream, honey, put it everywhere. I have definitely used lipstick as blush before. What is, can you go away? That's a different one that time. This one ain't nice. This was one of those little annoying regular flies that as soon as it sits, it shits on something. Anyway, not cute. Cream products generally, especially between lip and cheek, I use them interchangeably, and especially as somebody who doesn't have a ton of cream blush products, I just find that using my lipsticks kind of expands my blush world a little bit without me having to break the bank, because the way they are charging for cream blush is the way they charge for anything these days, you know? So that's tip number 4, cream products, use them everywhere. And once you get rid of those, this is just kind of like a little side note asterisk for if you will. Once you go through your lipsticks, cream products, I would actually invest in more versatile multi-use products. Color Fix is one of my favorite products from Danessa Myricks because it is formulated to be used on your eyes, lips, and cheeks, and it's super pigmented. It is a little on the higher end side, but if you can afford it, like, I would recommend, because it's so pigmented that you don't have to use a lot. I haven't gone through one of those yet, and I've had them for a significant amount of time. So just a little tip, not sponsored, obviously. Anyway, number 3, eyeshadow palettes are probably, eyeshadows / eyeshadow palettes are probably some of the hardest makeup products to pan, just because again, they are so pigmented and you usually don't need a lot for like the really good quality ones. And they give you a lot of product for considering how much you're actually going to use. So for those, I would get a mixing medium. I haven't found a perfect one yet, I'm not gonna lie. They work, but the texture isn't quite what I want sometimes. But basically, if you get a mixing medium, I will put the one that I have on the screen because I can't remember right now. It's Graftobian. I'll put it on the screen. Get a mixing medium, and with that mixing medium, you can basically take your powder products. You would have to like scrape the eyeshadow with like a mascara spoolie or something like that into a different container or onto the counter. You have to make the powder more loose, basically, so that you can actually mix it into the mixing medium, and from there you're able to create eyeliner, lip stain, like however you want to formulate it with that mixing medium. You basically have kind of another product at your hands from the powder. So mixing medium, and then you can mix it with all of your eyeshadows, all of your blushes, your highlighters or whatever to create something entirely new. You kind of would have to buy another product, so I guess maybe don't do this one if you don't already have mixing medium. But I just find that it's a pretty good investment, because with that one item you can then formulate a countless amount of different products. Only caveat is that it is a little messy, so if you are a clean girl, clean boy, clean person, then it might not be for you to try that one. Number 2, this one I just discovered the other day. I didn't do it today, but I'll insert a clip, and I can't say I even discovered it. It's more like I remembered it. But number 2 is to use eyeshadow as brow powder. Again, eyeshadow is one of those products that's like hardest to finish entirely. I have never, and I watch a lot of beauty YouTube, okay? I have never seen any beauty vlogger, YouTuber, makeup artist, even makeup artists. I've never seen anyone finish an eyeshadow palette, not entirely. I've seen people hit pan on certain colors for sure. I have never seen every shade of eyeshadow completely wiped out, completely used. Maybe I should make that a goal of mine, because I feel like I would go in the Guinness Book of World Records at that point. Like, I would be the first to do that, would I not? I'll look into it. Anyway, with the brow products, use eyeshadow as brow powder, and obviously like it would have to be an eyeshadow that's close to your hair color or a color that you would like on your brows. I actually do have a dark brown eyeshadow that I tried as brow powder yesterday instead of using my pencil like I did today, and it worked so good, and I was shocked, honestly. Flabbergasted, and I don't know why I've been buying these $16 eyebrow pencils when I have a limitless amount of eyeshadow palettes that I could be doing my brows with. I don't know what I'm doing in life. Caveat with this, you do have to have kind of a specific type of brush, something that's a bit more dense. Obviously you don't want to use like a fluffy eyeshadow brush, but if you look up like brow brushes, so again, if you don't already have that, that might be a small investment that you have to make, but depending on how much eyeshadow you have, it might be worth it, because then you don't have to buy brow pencils consistently. Another thing is that I'm not the biggest stickler about my brows, so I don't do like, I have a brow gel, but I don't usually wear it. So if you are somebody who's into products that hold your brows in place, you would probably have to invest in something that does that separately from the eyeshadow, or just not care as much about that moving forward. But that is something as well to consider before you go this route. My brows look good all day yesterday, so I think once I finish these like 3 brow pencils that I have, I will turn to this one. I'm gonna need that. Last but not least, this one is like my favorite. I can't say it's my favorite, but it does help me to get rid of a product that I don't know how I'd be able to finish otherwise, and that is highlighter. y'all, highlighters and bronzers are two products that you only need very little, but they give you so much every single time. And it's like, how I could have one highlighter for the rest of my life and be fine. And especially considering that I'm not really into highlighter these days, I just find that like I looked at all the different highlight palettes and singular highlighters that I have in my collection, and I was like, I'm never gonna get through these. And so my brain started working. And basically I have started using those products to create my own body luminizer. So especially with it being summer, y'all know people are really into the bronze, the glow, and generally luminizing products. So what I did is I basically just took some olive oil, I mixed the highlighter, and you're gonna see like a clip of this on the screen, but I took olive oil, my highlighter, I just broke it out of the pan. You know, it's really easy to do. And then I also added a fragrance into this mixture, and it was a perfume that was getting a little old and I didn't want it to age out, so I just added it in there as well, mixed it all together, and that is what I have been using as a body luminizer. Saves money, helps me get rid of other products as well, not just the highlight but also the fragrance. And what I was really worried about was that it would be too glittery. Y'all, when I tell you that this glow is like the most natural glow, like you can see it when you compare it to my other arm, but it doesn't look shiny or glittery. I love glitter, but you know, on a daily basis that's not necessarily what I want. So this is my favorite. This is my favorite technique. It's gonna help me get rid of some things that I would otherwise be struggling to move through. It smells really good, and it saves me some coins, because y'all know body luminizers and body bronzers are not the cheapest products. So that is it, my lovelies. You guys feel free to leave tips down below. How are you moving through all of your products? If you're doing project pan or anything like that, I'm always down for more ideas. I'm always down for repurposing things, so please let me know. Otherwise, I just want to thank you so much for being here, and I will see you guys in my next video. Until then, I will see you later, Soul Searchers.